Oh, I fucked it. Hello? Yeah, my elbow accidentally bumped the off button. So yeah, whoops. Uh, oh no. That's not good. It's not good at all. Oh, is everyone back? So kind of slightly embarrassing. Yeah, my elbow touched my PC off button. I'm kinda cringe, my bad. But I was revealing the inside of the mask. So it kind of looks like this. I have custom made lenses. And by custom made, I mean I I butchered these myself. I cut them and I grounded them. And I glued magnets inside of the mask. I have a better recording of me actually making the mask for the future video essay. This is what the inside of the mask is. This mask is, honestly, that thing traps sweat. In order to help damage the mask less, I also wear a balaclava underneath. Does anyone have any more questions about the project? I will answer all, and even more in the eventual video essay. As scary as it was to end the project, no, it's not the end of my journey. I am planning to come back stronger and with a better debut. I'm sad that I couldn't get the project itself to kind of be recognized for what it was, but I'm happy that I made the attempt. And I think that I can do a better job with a new project in the future. And, I hope all of you will enjoy that debut. I'm going to work really hard, and I want to be a creator that people find worth watching. And I think my camera is out of focus. So I'm going to put a lot more effort in, and I want to try and grow and build an audience and sort of spread. But yeah, it's not the end. I plan on debuting next Friday, if I can finish certain things in time. Well, I had the idea quite a while ago because I thought it would be kind of funny. Because the VTuber market is kind of like oversaturated and it's hard to find like an individual theme. And I thought, how could I enter this market while also creating something unique? And I was thinking of like the golden age of memes. And it all goes back to Millhouse, of all things. Because back in the golden age of the internet where people were, not seriously arguing about, silly things, many people questioned whether or not Millhouse was a meme. And I wanted to kind of replicate that. I wanted to give people like a fun little thing that they could do. Not like a serious argument where people like actually get hurt over what happens. Just something stupid and silly that people didn't have to take seriously. Because Millhouse is not a meme, is a meme, is... Like, how can you get angry over that? It's You know, like no one's seriously arguing about it. It's just all for the fun of it. You know, I just wanted to sort of build up a community and entertain people. It really would have. I think I was a year too late for this project, to be honest. I did like a course on business management, and I think that really put a hamper on things. Because it really kind of killed my creativity. And it was just an awful course over all year round. I just realized I have the Discord showing. Let me just... Whoops. I'll blank that out, probably. But yeah, I just wanted to do something unique, you know, something silly. Of course, I'm going to repurpose all the equipment. I'm not going to let that go to waste. I will, you know, I will workshop that. I have ideas, but I will probably call the channel Charlie Fine or something along those lines. I'll have a more definite answer for when I debut. I guess this is sort of like a spoiler for the debut, but, you know. I think it's pretty good. Oh, my desktop is also showing, so let me, Guy Charlie. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Because, like, I've had this idea of streaming for, like, quite a while, and I've, sort of bounced around, like, ideas and whatnot. One of my original streaming names that I wanted to go by was, you know, Must Be That Guy. You know, I just, you know, I'm just that guy. You know, a guy on the internet playing games. You know, he's just some guy. You know, I wanted just to be, what did I want that to represent? I wanted just to be a place to just come hang out, chill, play games together. You know, back then I was a lot younger. I had another idea to create my own sort of like wrestling show. And I just use WWE 2014 and create wrestlers and create storylines and whatnot. That never really got off the ground. But like a lot of the effort was there, but I don't think it would really fly. Or do well. I think I could go back to something like that and actually do something with that. I think I can recycle that idea. But, you know, I've spent a long time, you know, kind of just doing this and that and often experimenting. And GuyFairy was an experiment that was kind of meant to last 6 months. We might. Fallout 4 is definitely a contender. I better check what that is on the list, because I've found one game that I'm going to play. Because I want to try and also play games that are like high on the list of viewers to sort of spread. How well is Fallout 4 doing? Fallout 4 has 224 viewers, so that's pretty good. I think we can stream. My style of editing. That is a good question. I've sort of, you know, if I'd have to say there's one inspiration, I'd have to say Maxor has this way of editing things together. One of his videos that I can just watch over and over again would have to be his video on Cruelty Squad. It was such a deranged masterpiece that I couldn't help but be inspired. Yeah, I love his style of editing and how it's so crazy. You know, I wanted to present something that's just fun, engaging, and that people could really sort of just have fun with. And Another artist that I was inspired by was Pengo Solvent. He makes music, and it's quite surreal music, but I really enjoy their stuff. Oh, Russian Badge is amazing. He's so funny. Like, him and his crew are just so comedic. And it's just, it's wonderful to sort of see. You know, I'd love to sort of build up a community like that and sort of slowly over time, you know, be able to do collabs, work with other people, build up an audience, and just create like a supportive network where we can all sort of just support each other, support creators and the audience. I think that would be fun. It's definitely going to be challenging. You know, if I can find a mod to put Dagoth in Fallout 4, I will install it. I would love for that bit to come back. I mean, we can just continue the bit even if he's not there, to be honest. It's pretty funny. Just talking to Dagoth. I think Dagoth is in Skyrim, I think. Somebody modded him in. I think Fallout 4 is having problems with mods at the moment, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. Who else inspires me as a content creator? Oh yeah, he definitely would be. There's a lot that, you know, I wanted to do creatively, and I try to experience and do different things. I think moving on to different projects is going to give me more creativity that I can apply, and a bit more freedom with what I can do. I don't think I will kill off the GuyFairy character completely. I think he can be repurposed, and I'll see what I can do. But streaming as him will not be a possibility. I sadly don't have a VR headset. I am what they call poor and financially irresponsible, as I did spend about over $1,000 on this project, which is ridiculous, to be honest. I should also probably respond to those messages that I got earlier. Oh yeah, I need to be talking about stuff. I think I'll go through all the VODs and I'll try and pick out my favorite moment from each one, just to do like a small compilation for the video essay. If anyone wants to submit their fan favorites, I would love to see that too, because I want to make sure that we can sort of create an environment where we can share in these things. The essay will be coming out in March. Yeah. Dagoth trying to fight the Deathclaw was hilarious. You know, I've put a lot of thought into the GuyFairy project. I'm pretty sure it's all well documented in the discussion forums in the Discord. Does anyone else have any more questions or anything that they want to ask about this project or anything? I think the worst part about this was the isolation. Because during like the first 3 months, there was very little interaction, and I could barely get any interaction on Reddit, Blue Sky, and I just kept doing it because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. But I think at the end, I kind of did more harm to myself than actually succeeding in the project. Another part of another bad part of the project. Yeah, you are my first real viewer. Someone who joined in and wanted to experience this. The chaotic mess of GuyFairy. Oh yeah, I almost lost my left eye because of this project. So it's written down in the documents, but during my first kind of throwaway into this, I was trying not to sweat as much. So during the winter, I had like both the front door and the back door open, and I was streaming in the coldest of environments, like frigid temperatures, and it kind of weakened my immune system to the point where I got stress-induced shingles. And I'm very lucky that it didn't infect my eye, but I very well could have lost my left eye. I plan on including photos of that event in the documentary when I talk about that. So there was the isolation, the getting sick. I think the best part was finding the small community that really enjoyed my content. Like when I first met you in AMC, I generally was going to start crying because somebody appreciated the joke. Somebody actually found me entertaining, to stick around, to watch the journey, to see me. And I was honestly, feeling awful that so many people wouldn't give it a chance. Like, I knew it would be polarizing, but the worst part for me was the complete indifference. I wasn't even worth hating on. Like, they'd take one look at my existence and be like, this isn't worth the effort to even insult him or call him a slur or anything. Just complete indifference. Ignored. Like, you two were my first real viewers. And, like, interacting with you on the Dagoth bit it made my night. And, me explaining the project and what I wanted to achieve. And, inspiring somebody else to, take up the mantle and attempt the joke for themselves, I might not be able to get the joke to succeed, but someone else might have more success. And that's all I can really ask. I might not be the one who succeeded, but I'm the one who pioneered it. And I'm the one who laid the path, paved the way, and I wrote my experiences down. I hope somebody will learn from it. I'm hoping more people will try it, just for a laugh, even if it's just for one stream. I think it would be funny if done right. Got a lot to sort of do on that front for more future projects. Because I want to try and get more creative this year and next year. Because I feel like I've kind of stagnated in the creativity department. So I really wanted to sort of get out and do more stuff. And I just want to thank all my viewers who have stuck around. It would be nice. I mean, eventually the joke was going to go full circle. And what I was going to do, if it ever did get popular, was I was actually going to get a VTuber model, a proper model. And I would have based the design on myself. And then I would have re-debuted, but I wouldn't use the tag VTuber. I would just say that I'm a regular person, that I'm just doing in-person stuff, that what they're seeing is a person, so that the lie goes full circle. So instead of pretending I'm a VTuber, I'm a VTuber pretending I'm not a VTuber. It is. But, eventually someone else can take that joke and use it. I hope they, give the GuyFairy project a little bit of credit for pioneering, but I'd be happy enough just to see the joke actually work. It's been a good night. It's been a pretty good time. Anyone else have any more questions? Oh yeah, I should also check the Reddit in case somebody actually asked a question. Uh-huh. Thanks, man. I look forward to when you start streaming. When you start streaming, I'll definitely support you, friend. So I also posted in the Reddit AMA, and I don't think anyone... Yep. Oh well. Reddit sucks. I think the one thing I'm glad that I'm not going to have to do anymore is use Reddit. Because Reddit sucks. Man, I feel like a massive weight has been lifted. Like, I'm sad to see the project go, but I'm also kind of relieved. It does suck. I might repurpose my Blue Sky, but I'm not really bothered. I mean, I'm going to have to use the TikTok that I created ages ago. What cost the most? The green screen was $700. The multiple art pieces, so this art piece, the stream end and the stream start were all 100 each, so that's 300. The fairy wings were about 20 bucks. The mask itself was 20. The green screen suit that I used for one stream was like 30. It's a full suit too. Overall, just over 1,000. So that's how much I've spent on the project. Oh, I also got an SD card, not an SD card, a solid state drive for like 150. That's 4 terabytes, so I could store all my VODs because I didn't want to lose them. Because I'm terrible at taking care of my computer, to be honest. I'm going to be... I'll try and keep Fridays for Fallout, so I might do Fallout London if I can get it working. But Fallout 4, I've been looking at the news recently. It's been really buggy because they've released the Anniversary Edition. So I'll see what I can do with that. Another game that I was going to stream, what was it called? I think it was called Caretaker. Yeah, Bethesda Friday would be fun. Because I'm trying to play games that have a decent amount of viewers. Because I'd like to try and grow more genuinely. I mean, I would play League of Legends, but I don't want to lose my only one real viewer. Okay, what was the game that I looked up? Okay, let's launch Steam real quick. And let's move this over here. Let's cancel that. Hopefully I can find what I was looking for in the Steam store. It's like a survival game. I think The Last Caretaker, that's what it's called. Yeah, I plan on purchasing The Last Caretaker. Oh, no. Okay, minimize that. Yeah, League's not that good. Yeah, League can be chaotic. It's not an easy game to get into. And I don't recommend people to play it. And plus, making content for League is kind of difficult. There's some funny moments that you can definitely get. But yeah, I don't have a full games list yet. But if Fallout 4 actually works, that'll definitely be something I'm playing. The Last Caretaker. And I might play something chill for Sundays. You know, something just relaxing. I could play Power Wash Simulator 2. However, there's another game that I might keep in mind. I'm going to make my new schedule Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Because I think that would be the sort of best way to go about it. Because honestly, streaming on Tuesdays and then streaming on Fridays, it's kind of like a... The only reason I kept it was because of consistency. Yeah, weekend streams. It'll free up my week so I can do other things. And the Tuesday streams have always been like a ball ache because like once a month I do personal training. And it's always on a Wednesday and like at 9 o'clock in the morning. So streaming till 1 a.m. sucks for me personally. So Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'm planning on making that my stream. Just trying to think if there's anything else about the project that I should talk about. I think I've covered everything. Anyone else have any questions? Any more information that I can impart to my wonderful audience? Man, I've been talking for a long time. I need water. My throat hurts. Well, I think that's a good place to end the stream. And this time on purpose and not accidentally by touching the power off button. Which, admittedly, that's a pretty funny moment. Just trying to lift the mask up and the stream turns off. I want to thank you all for sticking with me. And, you know, I hope that the future that I want to provide, that I can do a good enough job. And, you know, we can start building a proper audience with a character and with like... Well, not a character. I'm going to be myself. Charlie Fine. I'm no longer going to try and avoid censorship and whatnot. Because, like, I usually try to avoid swearing. But it's sort of like, I don't care anymore. Fuck it. You know? I am a character. A mask upon a mask upon a mask upon a mask. But which is the real face? I don't know. You know, I think one of my favorite moments that I've edited is the surprise poetry. Because I start in one of them in the Bison Steve Hotel. There's like a supercut of like it speeds up, there's sad music playing, and I start reading poetry. I wrote that poetry. Of course, it's butchered and stolen from 3 different poems. Okay, stolen is the wrong word. I took excerpts from 3 different poems that I wrote to make that sort of, to make that bit. And so I reference those poems a lot. I should probably actually do something with those. But, you know, I'm very happy to have had this audience, and I'm so thankful to have gotten to have experienced this. So, I think that's where we'll call it for tonight, lads. Thank you all for watching. And I will... Yeah. Actually, instead of using the normal stream end, let's use a new stream end. Let me pull out the new stream end. as a spoiler for tomorrow. Let me just quickly find this so we can all enjoy our time. No, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I need time to go make the promos. And this will be our new stream end. Spoilers, I know. But thank you, everyone. This has been fun. It's a reference to an anime I've never seen. Maybe one day I'll watch it. When I get not lazy. But for now, everybody, thank you for tuning in. You've been a wonderful audience. I should probably end stream before I start crying. Oh, I'm tearing up. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll see you next week.